I Am Lucky, written and published by I Am Audiobooks. How the universe work in your favor. For generations, humans have attributed their successes and failures to luck, viewing it as some mystical force that arbitrarily bestows favor upon select people while leaving others to struggle. This traditional understanding of luck couldn't be further from the truth. Luck, in its authentic form, is neither random nor selective. It's a natural consequence of specific mindsets, behaviors, and perspectives that anyone can develop. When people say I'm lucky, they often mean they've experienced favorable outcomes through no effort of their own. This passive interpretation of luck has created a society of people waiting for good fortune to find them, rather than actively cultivating the conditions that naturally attract positive experiences. True luck is an active force that responds to our internal state, our actions, and our relationship with the world around us. Lesson 1. What I'm lucky really means. It's not what most people think. The first step in understanding real luck is recognizing that it's not about winning lotteries or finding four-leaf clovers. Instead, it's about developing an acute awareness of opportunities that exist all around us. Lucky people aren't blessed with some special cosmic favor. They've simply trained themselves to notice and act upon possibilities that others miss. They maintain an open mind, remain curious about their surroundings, and stay receptive to unexpected connections. This refined definition of luck also encompasses the ability to transform seemingly negative situations into positive outcomes. What appears as bad luck to most people often becomes a stepping stone to success for those who understand true luck's nature. These people don't just passively accept what happens to them. They actively seek the hidden advantages in every situation, effectively creating their own luck through perspective and action. Another crucial aspect of authentic luck is the relationship between preparation and opportunity. The common saying, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity, holds profound truth. Lucky people consistently prepare themselves for success, even when they're unsure exactly how that success will manifest. They develop skills, maintain positive relationships, and stay ready to capitalize on favorable circumstances when they arise. The mindset required for cultivating genuine luck involves maintaining a delicate balance between focused intention and relaxed openness. While traditional views might suggest that lucky people are carefree or careless, the reality shows that they combine clear goals with flexible approaches. They know what they want, but remain open to receiving it in unexpected ways, creating a perfect condition for luck to flourish. Understanding true luck also means recognizing its collaborative nature. Lucky people don't operate in isolation. They create networks of positive connections and maintain an attitude of abundance that attracts similar energy. They share their good fortune, celebrate others' successes, and contribute to creating lucky circumstances for those around them. This approach creates a self-reinforcing cycle of positive opportunities and outcomes. The most powerful aspect of redefining luck is the shift from external to internal locus of control. Instead of viewing luck as something that happens to you, it becomes something that happens to you. It becomes something that flows through you and responds to your inner state. This transformation empowers people to take active roles in creating their fortune, rather than waiting passively for good luck to strike. As we begin this journey of understanding and cultivating true luck, it's essential to leave behind old superstitions and limiting beliefs about what makes someone lucky. The path to becoming a genuinely lucky person starts with accepting that luck is a skill that can be developed, a force that can be cultivated, and a natural result of aligning ourselves with universal principles of success and abundance. The traditional message of just be positive and good things will happen fall short of explaining how real luck operates. True luck emerges from a complex interplay of mindset, action, awareness, and alignment with universal principles. As we explore deeper into these concepts throughout this book, you'll discover that being lucky isn't about chance, it's about choice. Lesson 2. 5 clear signs you're actually a lucky person without knowing it. Many people walk through life believing luck is something that happens to others, never realizing they themselves possess remarkable luck markers. These indicators often go unnoticed because they appear as normal parts of daily life, yet they reveal profound connections to universal forces working in our favor. The first sign manifests in how opportunities seem to naturally gravitate toward you. While others struggle to find chances for advancement, you frequently encounter situations that open doors to growth. This isn't mere coincidence. It's an indication that you're naturally aligned with positive energy flows. You might notice job offers appearing just as you consider a career change, or meeting the right people at precisely the right moment. Another clear indicator lies in your ability to bounce back from setbacks with surprising ease. Lucky people possess an inherent resilience that transforms obstacles into stepping stones. When faced with challenges, you might find yourself instinctively discovering alternative paths or receiving unexpected help from others. This resilience isn't just about positive thinking. It's a tangible sign that universal forces are supporting your journey. The third marker reveals itself through your intuitive decision-making abilities. Lucky people often report having gut feelings that guide them away from problematic situations or toward beneficial outcomes. You might notice yourself naturally avoiding troublesome circumstances or being drawn to opportunities that later prove incredibly valuable. This intuitive guidance system represents a deep connection to universal wisdom. Fourth, lucky people frequently experience what seems like perfect timing in their lives. Events align in ways that appear orchestrated, creating smooth transitions and fortunate coincidences. You might notice patterns of meeting the right people just when you need them, or finding solutions presenting themselves exactly when required. These synchronicities indicate a natural flow with universal timing. The fifth sign manifests in your relationship with resources. Lucky people often find themselves having what they need when they need it, whether it's material resources, information, or support from others. This doesn't mean infinite abundance, but rather a consistent pattern of needs being met in unexpected ways. You might notice money appearing when you require it most, or valuable information reaching you through unexpected channels. These signs often operate subtly in the background of our lives, making them easy to dismiss or attribute to random chance. However, recognizing these patterns allows us to consciously engage with and amplify our natural luck. Look back at your life experiences. You might discover numerous instances where these markers were present but went unacknowledged. Understanding these signs helps shift our perspective from seeing luck as an external force to recognizing it as an internal state of alignment. Each marker represents a different aspect of our connection to universal support systems. By acknowledging these indicators, we begin to consciously participate in our luck, rather than viewing it as something that happens to us. The presence of these signs doesn't mean life becomes effortless or that challenges disappear. Instead, they indicate an underlying current of support that helps navigate life's complexities. These markers suggest you're already operating in harmony with universal forces, even if you haven't consciously recognized it. Acknowledging these signs marks the first step toward actively engaging with your natural luck. As you become more aware of these patterns in your life, you can begin to strengthen and expand them, creating even more opportunities for fortunate circumstances to manifest. Your inherent luck isn't just a random occurrence. It's a reflection of your natural alignment with universal forces that continually work in your favor. Lesson 3. Beyond luck, the deeper truth about fortunate people. The concept of fortune extends far beyond the simplistic notion of random chance or lucky breaks. When we examine the lives of consistently fortunate people, we discover a fascinating pattern of behaviors, mindsets, and approaches that create what others perceive as luck. These people aren't merely recipients of cosmic favoritism. They're architects of their own good fortune through subtle yet powerful mechanisms. Fortunate people possess an innate ability to recognize and capitalize on opportunities that others might miss or dismiss. They maintain a state of relaxed awareness, scanning their environment for possibilities while remaining open to unexpected connections. This heightened state of perception allows them to spot potential advantages in situations that might appear ordinary or even challenging to others. The psychology behind this phenomenon reveals that fortunate people tend to cultivate specific mental habits. They approach life with an abundance mindset, believing that opportunities are plentiful rather than scarce. This outlook enables them to take calculated risks and pursue possibilities that others might avoid out of fear or doubt. They understand that what appears to be luck often results from being willing to act when others hesitate. These people also demonstrate remarkable resilience in the face of setbacks. Rather than viewing failures as evidence of bad luck, they see them as valuable learning experiences that bring them closer to their goals. This perspective allows them to maintain momentum and optimism, even when circumstances appear unfavorable. They recognize that what others might label as misfortune often contains the seeds of future success. Pattern recognition plays a crucial role in creating fortune. Successful people develop an acute ability to identify recurring themes and opportunities in their environment. They notice subtle connections between seemingly unrelated events and can anticipate potential outcomes based on these observations. This skill enables them to position themselves advantageously, creating situations where positive results become more likely. The role of perception in fortune cannot be overstated. Fortunate people tend to maintain a positive yet realistic outlook that allows them to see opportunities where others see obstacles. They understand that their interpretation of events significantly influences their ability to benefit from them. This doesn't mean they engage in naive optimism. Rather, they cultivate a balanced perspective that acknowledges challenges while focusing on potential solutions. Creating your own fortune involves developing these same qualities and approaches. It begins with cultivating awareness of your thoughts and beliefs about luck and opportunity. Are you someone who believes good things happen to others but not to you? This belief alone can prevent you from recognizing and acting on favorable circumstances when they arise. Fortunate people also tend to have strong social networks and are skilled at maintaining relationships. They understand that many opportunities come through connections with others, and they invest time in nurturing these relationships without explicit expectations. This approach creates a web of possibilities that can manifest in unexpected ways. The deeper truth about fortunate people is that they participate actively in creating their luck rather than passively waiting for it to find them. They understand that fortune favors the prepared mind and take steps to ensure they're ready when opportunities arise. This includes developing relevant skills, maintaining a positive mindset, and staying informed about their areas of interest. These people also demonstrate a remarkable ability to trust their intuition while balancing it with rational analysis. They know when to follow their gut feelings and when to step back and evaluate situations more objectively. This balanced approach helps them make decisions that others might consider lucky, but are actually the result of well-developed judgment. Understanding these principles reveals that fortune isn't a mysterious force that randomly selects its favorites. It's a natural outcome of specific mindsets, behaviors, and approaches to life that anyone can learn and develop. By studying and implementing these patterns, you too can join the ranks of those who seem naturally fortunate, creating your own luck through conscious awareness and intentional action. Lesson 4. What makes someone naturally lucky? The science explained. The concept of luck has intrigued scientists and researchers for decades, leading to fascinating discoveries about what makes certain people appear naturally luckier than others. Recent scientific studies have revealed that luck isn't merely a matter of chance, but rather a complex interplay of neurological patterns, behavioral tendencies, and environmental factors that create what we perceive as good fortune. Neuroscientific research has shown that people who consider themselves lucky exhibit distinct brain activation patterns when processing information and making decisions. Their brains demonstrate increased activity in areas associated with pattern recognition, opportunity detection, and positive expectancy. This heightened neural activity allows them to spot potential opportunities that others might miss and maintain an optimistic outlook that attracts favorable circumstances. The brain's reticular activating system, RAS, plays a crucial role in what we perceive as luck. This neural network acts as a filter, helping us focus on information that aligns with our beliefs and expectations. When someone believes they are lucky, their RAS becomes particularly attuned to spotting opportunities, leading to what appears to be a natural attraction to fortunate circumstances. This scientific phenomenon explains why self-proclaimed lucky people seem to be in the right place at the right time consistently. Behavioral science has identified specific traits common among naturally lucky people. These people tend to maintain a state of relaxed alertness, allowing them to notice details and opportunities that others miss while under stress or tension. They also demonstrate greater cognitive flexibility, enabling them to adapt quickly to changing circumstances and turn seemingly negative situations into positive outcomes. Environmental factors also contribute significantly to what we perceive as natural luck. Research has shown that people who create diverse social networks and maintain open communication channels naturally increase their exposure to opportunities. This increased exposure, combined with their heightened awareness and positive expectancy, creates a self-reinforcing cycle of fortunate circumstances. Studies in quantum physics have revealed interesting connections between human consciousness and reality, suggesting that our thoughts and expectations might influence the probability of certain events occurring. While this doesn't mean we can control random events through willpower alone, it does indicate that our mental state and approach to life can affect the likelihood of experiencing positive outcomes. The science of luck also encompasses the concept of prepared mind theory, which suggests that lucky people are subconsciously better prepared to take advantage of chance opportunities. Their brains are constantly processing information in the background, making connections and identifying patterns that could lead to favorable outcomes. This unconscious processing often results in what we call intuition or gut feelings, which naturally lucky people tend to trust and act upon more readily. Researchers have also discovered that naturally lucky people possess superior emotional regulation capabilities. Their brains show enhanced activity in areas responsible for managing stress and maintaining optimisms, allowing them to remain calm and clear, headed in challenging situations. This emotional stability enables them to make better decisions and maintain the mental clarity necessary to recognize and seize opportunities. Social psychology studies have revealed that lucky people tend to engage in behaviors that create positive feedback loops in their environment. They're more likely to express gratitude, maintain an optimistic outlook, and demonstrate resilience in the face of setbacks. These behaviors not only affect their own neurochemistry, but also influence how others respond to them, creating more favorable social interactions and opportunities. The scientific exploration of luck has demonstrated that what we perceive as natural luck is actually a sophisticated combination of neurological processes, behavioral patterns, and environmental interactions. Understanding these mechanisms allows us to recognize that luck isn't a mystical force, but rather a natural outcome of specific mental and behavioral patterns that can be understood, developed, and enhanced through conscious effort and awareness. Lesson 5. How to make the universe work in your favor. The 3-step method. The universe operates on clear principles that, when understood and applied correctly, can dramatically shift the odds in your favor. Through years of research and personal experience, I've discovered a powerful 3-step method that consistently produces remarkable results. This approach isn't about manipulating external forces, but rather about aligning yourself with the natural flow of universal energy. The first step, awareness and alignment, begins with developing a heightened consciousness of your current position in life. This means honestly assessing where you stand, what you truly desire, and what might be blocking your path. Many people skip this crucial step, attempting to force outcomes without first understanding their starting point. True alignment occurs when you recognize the gap between your present situation and your desired destination, then adjust your energy to bridge that gap. This involves regular meditation, mindful observation of your thoughts, and conscious choice of your emotional states. Moving into the second step, action and attraction, we focus on creating momentum through deliberate movement. The universe responds to action, not just intention. When you take inspired steps toward your goals, you create ripples in the fabric of reality that attract corresponding opportunities. This isn't about forcing outcomes or working yourself to exhaustion. Instead, it's about taking aligned action that feels natural and energizing. Each step you take should come from a place of inner guidance rather than external pressure. When you act from this space, you'll notice doors opening seemingly by themselves and opportunities appearing at just the right moment. The third step, amplification and acceleration, is where the magic truly happens. Once you've established awareness and taken aligned action, you can amplify your results through specific techniques that increase your energetic frequency. This involves surrounding yourself with people who embody the success you desire, creating environments that support your goals, and consistently engaging in practices that elevate your vibration. The key here is to maintain unwavering focus on your desired outcome while remaining detached from the specific way it manifests. Implementation of this method requires patience and persistence. Start by dedicating 15 minutes each morning to quiet reflection, allowing yourself to become aware of your current state and any adjustments needed for alignment. Throughout the day, take small but meaningful actions that move you closer to your goals. These don't need to be grand gestures. Even tiny steps in the right direction create powerful momentum. In the evening, spend time amplifying your energy through gratitude practices, visualization, or whatever method resonates with you personally. The effectiveness of this method lies in its simplicity and adaptability. You can apply these principles to any area of life, from career advancement to personal relationships. The key is consistency and trust in the process. As you work through each step, you'll notice subtle shifts in your experience, more frequent coincidences, unexpected opportunities, and a general sense of being in the right place at the right time. This method works with natural universal laws rather than against them. You're not trying to force the universe to bend to your will, but rather learning to dance with it in perfect harmony. This requires a balance of action and surrender, pushing and allowing, doing and being. As you master this dance, you'll find yourself moving through life with greater ease and experiencing more frequent instances of what others might call luck. Your role in this process is active, but not controlling. Think of yourself as a sailor working with the wind rather than fighting against it. The universe provides the energy and opportunities, but you must adjust your sails and steer your ship. Through consistent application of this three-step method, you'll develop an intuitive understanding of how to work with universal forces rather than against them, creating a life that feels both magical and natural at the same time. Lesson 6. What the universe is conspiring in your favor actually means. The concept of the universe conspiring in your favor has often been misinterpreted as a magical force that simply hands you everything you desire. In reality, this powerful principle operates through natural laws and interconnected energies that respond to our consciousness, actions, and alignment with universal rhythms. When we speak of universal conspiracy, we're referring to the inherent tendency of life to support growth, expansion, and evolution. Just as a seed contains everything it needs to become a tree, and the environment provides the necessary elements for its growth, the universe contains all the resources and opportunities required for your personal evolution and success. This conspiracy manifests through synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. These events occur when your internal state aligns with external circumstances, creating a bridge between your intentions and their manifestation. For instance, you might think about starting a new business and suddenly encounter multiple people who can help you achieve this goal, or discover resources that perfectly match your needs. The universe's conspiracy operates through the principle of resonance. Like attracts like, and your dominant thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create an energetic signature that attracts corresponding experiences. This isn't merely positive thinking. It's about maintaining an awareness that allows you to recognize and act upon opportunities that align with your authentic path. Understanding this principle requires acknowledging that everything is energy in different forms of expression. Your thoughts and emotions emit specific frequencies that interact with the universal field of potential. When you maintain a state of positive expectancy while taking inspired action, you create a powerful attraction field that draws supportive circumstances toward you. The universe's conspiracy also works through contrast and challenge. What might appear as obstacles or setbacks often contain hidden opportunities for growth and advancement. These challenges aren't working against you. They're working for your evolution by strengthening your resolve, developing your capabilities, and directing you toward more aligned paths. Consider how water always finds its way to flow, regardless of obstacles. Similarly, the universal conspiracy operates by continuously presenting alternative routes and possibilities when one path is blocked. This process often leads to even better outcomes than originally anticipated, though they might arrive in unexpected ways. The practical application of this understanding involves maintaining awareness of subtle signs and intuitive nudges. The universe often communicates through gentle hints, repeated patterns, or unexpected encounters. Developing sensitivity to these signals allows you to navigate life with greater ease and alignment. Your role in this conspiracy is active, not passive. It requires cultivating a state of receptivity while remaining engaged in purposeful action. This means staying alert to opportunities, following through on intuitive guidance, and maintaining faith in the process even when the complete picture isn't visible. The universe's conspiracy manifests most powerfully when you align your personal will with universal principles. This alignment occurs naturally when you pursue goals that contribute to the greater good while honoring your authentic nature. It's about recognizing that your individual success is interconnected with the well-being of the whole. Personal responsibility remains crucial in this process. The universe provides opportunities, but you must recognize and act upon them. It's like having a perfect wind for sailing. The conditions support your journey, but you still need to adjust your sails and steer your ship. The universe's conspiracy operates on its own timeline, which may differ from your expected schedule. Trust in this timing is essential, as premature manifestation might prevent you from developing the necessary capabilities to handle your desires successfully. The universe truly is conspiring in your favor, not as a magical wish-granting entity, but as an intelligent system that supports growth, evolution, and the actualization of potential. By understanding and working with this principle, you can navigate life with greater ease, confidence, and success. Lesson 7. Does the universe really give you what you want? The truth revealed? The question of whether the universe truly gives us what we want has intrigued humanity for centuries. While many self-help books and spiritual teachers promote the idea that we can manifest anything we desire simply by asking the universe, the reality is more nuanced and complex. The universe operates through a sophisticated interplay of energy, action, and alignment, rather than a simple wish-granting mechanism. The truth about universal giving lies in understanding the difference between passive wanting and active creation. When people claim the universe isn't responding to their desires, they're often stuck in a pattern of wishful thinking without taking corresponding action. The universe responds to energy, commitment, and meaningful engagement rather than mere wishes or casual wants. Consider the process of planting a garden. Simply wanting beautiful flowers won't make them appear. You need to prepare the soil, plant the seeds, water them regularly, and tend to their growth. The universe provides the fundamental elements: soil, water, sunlight, and natural growth processes, but you must actively participate in the creation process. This same principle applies to everything we desire in life. Personal responsibility plays a crucial role in this dynamic. The universe isn't a magical entity that arbitrarily bestows gifts upon some while withholding from others. Instead, it's an intricate system that responds to our energy, actions, and alignment with natural laws. When we take responsibility for our part in the creation process, we activate the universal support available to us. The concept of authentic outcomes is particularly important in understanding how the universe responds to our desires. Often, what we think we want isn't what we truly need for our growth and evolution. The universe, in its wisdom, sometimes appears to withhold what we want because it's preparing something more aligned with our authentic path. This isn't a form of denial, but rather a sophisticated response to our deeper needs and true potential. Our relationship with the universe is more like a partnership than a customer service interaction. When we approach our desires with this understanding, we begin to see how the universe works with us rather than for us. This shift in perspective changes how we engage with our goals and dreams. Instead of passive waiting, we become active co-creators of our reality. The manifestation process involves a delicate balance between desire and detachment. While it's important to be clear about what we want, becoming overly attached to specific outcomes can actually block the universe's ability to work in our favor. This is because attachment often creates resistance and tension, which can interfere with the natural flow of universal energy. Understanding universal timing is another crucial aspect of this process. The universe operates on its own schedule, which doesn't always align with our desired timeline. What might seem like a delay or denial could actually be perfect timing from a broader perspective. This is where trust and patience become essential elements of working with universal forces. The truth about universal giving also involves recognizing that everything we receive comes through channels and opportunities rather than direct delivery. The universe typically responds by creating favorable circumstances, introducing helpful people, or presenting timely opportunities. Our role is to remain alert to these signals and take appropriate action when they appear. The most effective way to work with universal forces is to maintain alignment between our thoughts, feelings, and actions. This creates a clear channel for universal energy to flow through. When we understand this principle, we stop seeing the universe as a wish-granting entity and start recognizing it as a responsive partner in our creative process. This shift in understanding transforms our relationship with universal forces and opens up new possibilities for co-creation and manifestation. Lesson 8. How to activate universal support in your daily life. Living in harmony with universal support isn't about waiting for magical interventions or dramatic signs. It's about creating a daily rhythm that aligns your actions, thoughts, and energy with the natural flow of opportunities and possibilities around you. The key lies in establishing practices that keep you receptive to universal guidance while maintaining a proactive approach to life. Start your day by setting clear intentions. This doesn't mean creating rigid plans, but rather establishing a direction for your energy and attention. When you wake up, take a few moments to connect with your breath and visualize the kind of support you'd like to receive from the universe. This could be as simple as asking for clarity in decision-making or strength in facing challenges. Create sacred spaces in your daily routine where you can tune into universal frequencies. These moments don't need to be long or complicated. They could be the 5 minutes you spend sipping your morning coffee in silence, or the brief pause you take between meetings to ground yourself. During these intervals, practice being fully present and open to receiving guidance. Pay attention to the subtle ways the universe communicates. Sometimes it's through recurring numbers, unexpected encounters, or sudden intuitive hits. Keep a small notebook handy to jot down these occurrences. Over time, you'll begin to recognize patterns and develop a deeper understanding of how universal support manifests in your life. Optimize your environment to enhance receptivity to universal support. This includes decluttering your physical space, as excess stuff can create energetic blockages. Choose colors, sounds, and scents that help you feel centered and connected. Consider creating a small altar or designated area where you can focus on your connection with universal energy. Build momentum through consistent small actions. Each time you acknowledge and act on universal guidance, you strengthen your connection to this support system. Start with manageable steps, perhaps following a hunch to take a different route to work or reaching out to someone who randomly crossed your mind. These seemingly insignificant actions often lead to meaningful developments. Practice gratitude as a way to amplify universal support. When you appreciate the assistance you receive, whether big or small, you create a positive feedback loop that attracts more support. Make it a habit to acknowledge at least 3 instances of universal support each day, even in challenging times. Incorporate mindset techniques that reinforce your connection to universal support. Replace limiting thoughts like "I have to do everything alone" with empowering ones such as "I am supported in seen and unseen ways." This shift in perspective helps you remain open to assistance when it appears. Learn to distinguish between universal support and personal desires. Sometimes what we want isn't aligned with our highest good, and the universe may seem to block our path. These apparent obstacles often redirect us toward better opportunities. Develop trust in this process by reflecting on past instances where initial disappointments led to unexpected benefits. Activating universal support is a dynamic practice. Some days you'll feel deeply connected, while others might seem disconnected. This fluctuation is natural and part of the learning process. The key is maintaining consistency in your practices, while remaining flexible in how you receive and interpret universal guidance. Transform routine activities into opportunities for connection. While doing dishes, imagine cleansing your energy field. During your commute, set intentions for meaningful encounters. As you prepare meals, infuse the food with gratitude and positive energy. These simple actions create multiple touchpoints for universal support throughout your day. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you create a continuous flow of communication with universal forces. This ongoing dialogue becomes your personal support system, guiding you toward opportunities, protecting you from unnecessary challenges, and helping you fulfill your potential in ways you might never have imagined possible. Lesson 9. Lucky Person Syndrome. Why some people win at everything. Have you ever noticed those people who seem to effortlessly succeed at everything they touch? They land dream jobs, maintain wonderful relationships, stay healthy, and appear to navigate life's challenges with remarkable ease. This phenomenon, which we can call lucky person syndrome, isn't just coincidence. It's a fascinating combination of psychology, behavior patterns, and intentional living. The psychology behind consistent winners reveals a distinct mental framework that sets them apart. These people possess an unwavering belief in their ability to succeed, not because they're special, but because they understand how to work with life's natural flow. They approach situations with optimism and openness, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy where positive expectations lead to positive outcomes. These naturally lucky people share several behavioral patterns that contribute to their consistent success. They maintain high levels of awareness, constantly scanning their environment for opportunities that others might miss. They're excellent networkers, not because they're trying to gain something, but because they genuinely enjoy connecting with others. This natural inclination toward relationship building creates a web of possibilities that regularly presents new opportunities. Lucky people also demonstrate remarkable resilience in the face of setbacks. Rather than viewing failures as permanent defeats, they see them as valuable feedback and learning opportunities. This perspective allows them to maintain momentum even when things don't go as planned, ultimately leading to more successful outcomes over time. The replication of lucky person syndrome is possible through conscious effort and practice. It begins with developing a heightened sense of situational awareness. This means paying attention to subtle cues, coincidences, and patterns that might indicate opportunities. Training yourself to notice these signals becomes second nature over time, just as it is for naturally lucky people. Another crucial aspect is maintaining an open and flexible mindset. Lucky people don't rigidly adhere to plans when better opportunities present themselves. They're willing to deviate from their intended path when intuition or circumstances suggest a more favorable direction. This flexibility allows them to capitalize on unexpected opportunities that others might miss or dismiss. The development of strong social skills plays a vital role in building lasting luck. This doesn't mean becoming the life of every party, but rather cultivating genuine interest in others and maintaining a helpful disposition. Lucky people often find that their biggest breaks come through their social connections, not through solo efforts or pure chance. Risk assessment is another area where lucky people excel. They're not reckless, but they're willing to take calculated risks when the potential benefits outweigh the possible downsides. They understand that playing it too safe can mean missing out on significant opportunities for growth and success. Lucky people also maintain high energy levels and enthusiasm for life. This positive energy attracts others and creates a magnetic effect that draws opportunities closer. They understand that their internal state influences their external reality, so they consciously manage their energy and emotions. The cultivation of luck requires consistent practice of these principles over time. It's about creating a lifestyle that naturally attracts positive outcomes rather than waiting for luck to strike randomly. This involves regular self-reflection, adjustment of behaviors, and maintenance of positive expectations. By understanding and implementing these patterns, anyone can develop their own lucky person syndrome. It's not about mimicking others' success, but about creating your own unique approach to attracting and maximizing opportunities. The key is to remain authentic while incorporating these proven principles into your daily life. Becoming consistently lucky is a skill that can be developed, much like any other. With conscious effort and the right approach, anyone can transform themselves into someone who seems to win at everything they do. The secret lies not in some mystical force, but in the systematic application of these psychological and behavioral principles that lucky people naturally embody. Lesson 10. The Luck Attraction Formula that changed my life completely. The formula I'm about to share transformed my entire existence, shifting me from someone who felt perpetually unlucky to a person who experiences consistent fortunate occurrences. This isn't just another manifestation technique or wishful thinking exercise. It's a practical, proven system that combines psychological principles, quantum mechanics, and behavioral science. The foundation of this formula begins with what I call luck priming. Each morning, I spend 10 minutes actively recognizing past fortunate events. This isn't merely gratitude practice. It's deliberately rewiring your neural pathways to detect opportunities. By acknowledging previous lucky moments, you're training your reticular activating system, the part of your brain that filters information, to spot potential fortunate circumstances before they even fully materialize. The next component involves strategic positioning. I learned that luck isn't random. It's often the result of placing yourself in environments where positive outcomes are more likely to occur. This means deliberately choosing situations, relationships, and environments that naturally breed opportunity. I started attending events slightly outside my comfort zone, joining communities aligned with my goals, and engaging in activities where successful people congregated. A crucial element of the formula is what I term lucky language programming. The words we use shape our reality more profoundly than most realize. I replaced phrases like knowing my luck, asuri followed by a negative expectation, with as luck would have it, followed by positive anticipation. This subtle shift creates a self-fulfilling prophecy of positive outcomes. The formula also incorporates physical anchoring, specific gestures or movements paired with lucky states. When something fortunate happens, I touch my right wrist with my left hand, creating a neural association between the physical sensation and the feeling of luck. Over time, I can trigger this same lucky state by simply performing the anchor, priming my mind and energy for positive outcomes. Perhaps the most powerful aspect of this formula is the luck multiplication effect. When you experience something fortunate, immediately take action to amplify it. For instance, if you make a helpful business contact, don't just save their number. Immediately think of 3 ways to provide value to them, then act on at least one within 24 hours. This creates a cascade effect of positive opportunities. The formula includes a counterintuitive element, embracing unlucky moments. Instead of viewing setbacks as bad luck, I learned to see them as luck redirecting me toward better opportunities. This perspective shift transforms apparent misfortune into stepping stones toward greater success. Every unlucky event becomes a setup for something better. I also incorporated what I call luck loops, creating situations where fortunate circumstances become self-perpetuating. This involves setting up systems that automatically generate lucky opportunities. For example, I created a weekly ritual of introducing two people who could benefit from knowing each other. This simple practice consistently results in unexpected opportunities flowing back to me. The final component of the formula involves luck tracking, meticulously documenting fortunate events and analyzing the patterns that preceded them. This scientific approach helped me identify specific behaviors, environments, and mindsets that consistently preceded lucky outcomes. Over time, I could deliberately recreate these conditions to manufacture luck on demand. Through consistent application of this formula, I've watched my luck transform from occasional random occurrences to a reliable stream of fortunate events. The beauty of this system lies in its compound effect. Each component builds upon the others, creating an exponential increase in lucky opportunities. What started as a personal experiment has become a reliable method for consistently attracting and maximizing fortunate circumstances in any area of life.